Hello people of the world, it's me Mr. Mark UK1 and welcome to episode 2, part 2 or whatever, how I'm going to do this, I don't know. So, yeah, so this...
Alright, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Most probably simple. Let's follow this line. Okay, we're going to go through this door. And down here. I've not been down here before. Round, ziggy zaggy.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Look, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there?
Let's just go this
put
way.
it another way, is the story of no destination still a story?
Okay.
Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there.
It did, didn't
I'd
it?
like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Crazy music.
Wait, cut the music, go back and look at that fern.
What have I got to look at?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
No.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The
No.
story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
We're back here again.
No, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Oh man. Restart again. Yeah, never get a line to cross. I remember that I've got hit 50 times.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay, why not? Why not? Let's just go this way because we
This
can.
is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
We're going around in circles at the moment. There's no door.
Use your imagination. Whatever it might be,
Oh, there we
Stanley,
go.
I'm ready for it.
He's ready for it. My arm really hurts. I've had a jab
No,
today.
not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms.
It's
Just
interrupting
don't
me.
acknowledge it. We should be fine.
I had a jab today because I'm going away later this year. So I like to have some sort of jab. Which was fun. It hurts now, my arm, it's bruised. So now we're in an...
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From
Yay!
here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Walk in circles? Okay, let's go this
I know
way.
that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere
I'm going
in
this
the
way.
place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse
Oh,
door
feeling
leading
sick.
here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going. And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory
What?
for logic. Come, Stanley. Our destiny awaits.
I want to go on that door. Wow, that might be a little bit ooky.
Oh, hold up. What's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide?
I don't know.
Get a say in all of this. Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be
pretty
trapped like
boring.
this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't
Okay.
do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How
Who
would we
knows?
even know? Will someone come for us?
No.
Will something happen?
No.
So,
Reset the game.
okay. I guess now we just wait, you know?
Great
I
idea.
suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree?
No.
I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime,
What was that noise? In the meantime, beep beep. Scary. And now we sit and wait for the loading screen. As I was saying earlier about a jab, so my arm really hurt. Left arm bruisey. Yeah.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come.
Yay!
Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer.
Tick tock.
Now it's
tick
even
tock.
closer. Here it comes.
What happened? It's never end. It's never end. Oh, back here again.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
I'd like to turn all these computers off because they're wasting power. And they shouldn't be on. Can I go in there? Let's go this way.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, okay then. Let's go this way.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Do I have to? Who changed that? Something works in here.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No I didn't. There's a lot of damn weapons in here. Some dodgy sound.
There was nothing here.
A
No
spanner,
choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet.
some sort of
No reason to
nose
still be
pliers. They'll be good and beating Elliot up maybe. Yeah, the broom. Yeah, the broom cupboard as well.
Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
I don't want to go to that shrimp. This is some duct tape we can put on Robert's face.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yeah.
Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I don't know, I can't be bothered to move. Yeah, open the door.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right?
Yep.
If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Meh. I don't know. I don't think about things. I'm just me.
To you, this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending?
Oh, did you get the broom closet ending?"
I hope your friends find this concerning.
Yeah, they probably do. I just sit in a cupboard all day.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
Yeah.
He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
Yeah, most
That
probably.
or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Yeah. That is very true. Take me every day, every minute of the day.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
Yep.
You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard.
Yep.
Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Good idea.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead.
What?
He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer,
Okay.
making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming. So
Okie
the
dokie.
irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Nah. Just stay here.
Ah, second place. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to.
Yay!
Fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Okay. Meh.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, I didn't. I walked downstairs.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And
Probably.
in such a competitive economy, why
Vending
would he take
machine.
that risk? All because he
$1.25.
believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously
I'm
out of
crazy.
existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley
Vending
pondered this, he began to
machine.
make other strange observations.
$1.25 and it's a chair.
Why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
Yeah, I keep going around in circles. There's a car there.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real.
Boxes on the
At
chair.
last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue.
Not lives
Just
block,
hadn't found
fire
the words
hazard.
for it. I'm dreaming!
Exit.
He yelled. This is all a
I'm
dream.
dreaming. It's all a dream.
Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
Phantom
He thought to
machine.
himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons.
Can do.
I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley
it's
marveled
fun.
that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head
I had no
dictating
idea.
everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Because I'm
Now
stupid.
the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all of his dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be?
No.
Was Stanley simply
wasn't a
deceiving
dream.
himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now,
I'm just going round and round and
hearing
in circles,
these
am I?
words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too, surely. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
I am in control.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
Wake up.
He felt the
Up.
cool weight of
Wake
the
up.
blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of the world outside this room. Let me wake up,
Wake
he
up.
thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let
Job.
me continue pushing the buttons.
Buttons.
It's all I want.
Yeah.
I
all I
want my
want.
apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want
Give
is
me
my
everything.
life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal.
My life is not normal.
Everything will be fine.
Everything will not be fine.
I am okay.
I'm okay.
Stanley began screaming.
Ah.
Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must
What
be
I
real.
call
must
her?
be. Can anyone hear my voice? Whoever.
Smokey!
And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular
Is that
day,
me, Stanley?
her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind.
I'm in
I
control.
know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this,
Nah.
so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Bye bye. How fun was that? So thank you again for watching episode 2, part 2, whatever episode, whatever this is. It's a second episode, I know that, but I don't know how I'm going to do this in parts or episodes. Who knows? Part 1, episode 1. Yeah, okay. Oh well, never mind. Have fun, and I will see you another time. I'll just quickly... Good, 8:10, good. Thanks for watching, hope you had a good... Thanks for watching, hope you had a good video watching time, watching me on YouTube. You didn't actually see me, you watched me play a game, which is probably boring, but hey, subscribe, it's free, I don't charge you, you don't have to subscribe, but it's nice if you do, I respect it. Bye for now.